But I'm asking you, you wake up early in the morning, you get yourself dead. How can you feel? You wake early up in the morning, you get yourself, you are dead. How can you feel?
Are people ready to stand for what they voted for? So that is the thing. So if they are not ready to do it, you understand? If they are ready to do it, it doesn't matter. Let him come out and contest. But if they are not ready to do it, then let them look for someone else. Let him not even, bother his brain, because they will not want to give it to him on just like that, because they know who he is. You understand? They know who he is. They know that, some of the free food, is going to be cut off once. So they know who he is. So if he's not ready to do that, and the people who are following him, who are supporting him, are not ready to defend whatever they have voted, then forget it. Let him just leave it. Maybe they will try GEJ. You understand? Maybe people will have their own reasons for maybe the permutation of not and all that. They may have their own reasons, for personal reasons, or putting, GEJ or somebody, or maybe Atiku, or just anybody. Do you understand? But if he's ready that this time it no go happen, do you understand? Governor or no governor, you understand? Then we can say he should stick out his neck. But if he's not ready, forget it. Nothing. It will still go like 2023, because these guys are still going to manipulate. They are not looking at free and fair. All they are interested in is how to go and share money. They will again that money game will also play a role. So that is another thing they are going to. He has to look at how he's going to tackle them, or how I'm not even talking about him or Nigerians. Let me just put it like that. People are going to tackle them on that money sharing, because that's what they want to do. Of course, they will do other ones. They will do the IT ones, which they will do from behind with INEC. They will want to also do the ones they will do with trying to operate. But I'm going to tell you clearly that that one of trying to, what they tried in 2023 to tell people not to come out and vote, you understand, in certain places, is not going to work now. People are going to face them face to face. You understand, with anything. So just forget it. That one will not work. The ones I'm talking about are the ones that they are going to try to do with IT, the ones they are going to try to do with INEC, the ones so these are the ones, and the ones they are going to do with trying to share money. You understand? Those are the ones that, whoever is doing coalition has to go and look at and, monitor very well and make sure that they don't do. Once you prevent them in that one, forget it. Before 8 o'clock in the evening, result could call himself. You understand? So it's a simple. I don't know why. See, if I was the one who had the popularity of PO in 2023, you not go fit. You not go fit. And see, well, I'm not in the game. You can't do it. I mean, you had everything going, and in some polling units there were no agents. In some polling units, look, even if party refuses to submit the names of agents, you will have plan C of your plan B, plan C of people who are going to monitor the election, and people like Valentine were following him around with with red cap. So those people should not, I don't want to see them around PO this time. You understand? Politics of Nigeria is not gentleman Ozigbo kind of politics. It's not unless you are not, unless you're already in power, or you are not ready to get it. But if you are ready to get it, the kind of people you should be having around him are people who are ready to stick out their neck and do not all protocols duly observed people. You understand? That wear white, wear white clothes. No, the CPO, they wear black. Now people, any stain, if you want stain them. Not be people where they wear white. You don't put those kind of people and be walking around with those people. You are ready. You are playing you know what they call it? Opposition. Opposition. So when you are doing, that means that you are pushing against something. You are opposing, as in you are pushing. It's just like somebody trying to push down a wall. You understand? If you want to push down a wall, you know how you do it. You understand? So you don't do it calmly and no. So that was the only thing that cost him 2023 election. And if he works on it in 2027, he's going to get it. But if he doesn't work on it, forget it. These guys, they are not ready to leave power, and they will try to threaten. They will try to use deceit. They are also going to try to divide Nigerians. They're also going to try to use what they call it, INEC and co. But it's not going to work if Nigerians decide that this time around they will protect their votes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. I'm seeing requests. I just have to close the space very soon, so I might not be accepting any new speakers. So, Idemudia, please go on.
Yeah, hello everyone. Let me, I have already said yesterday that we should adopt the motopark type of election style, talks for talks, arm for arms, and all of that. Me, there's one thing I will say in 2027, please and please, if you are not ready to fight, grab it and run with it, please sit down for your house. We don't need you. It's only people who their heart is in the back that we need. Currently, Rufai is showing a sign of opposition. So Peter Obio, Atiku, all those ones that will be forming big man, they will be doing, oh, Your Excellency, no, 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 no. 2025, what we are going for is war. Okay? It's war. If you see any returning officers trying to do anyhow, you tear and slap there. Okay? Because the one that happened in those states I have not recovered. So if you know very well that 2027 you are going to be doing consumption to production. See, I don't want to even anything called they will say come and debate. No, 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 no. Just get your men ready. Poly unit by poly unit. APC must go. It's either they go or they stay. For me, they are going to go. So all this one will not they talk now just waste of time. The only thing I understand now is that we are about 748 days to the battle line and it's going to be bloody. Okay, so that's the only thing I understand. We are going to war. War. So if you are not ready to fight till you finish, please sit down for your house. Okay, so that's the only thing I just have to say. All this coalition, this, that, una just they waste time. It's only people who are ready for battle line that I want to be listening to now. If you are not telling me how we can snap ballot box, okay, to make sure that APC don't come back, hey, I want to be hearing in a polling unit, we have 300 or something people who are ready to defend our vote. That's the only thing I want to hear. I want to be hearing that we have soldiers ready to go to this collation center down to Abuja. If they do any wrongdoing, we scatter the place. That's the only thing I want to hear now. Not this, oh, who will do this candidate. No, 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 no. At this point, even
Idemudia.
even what there cannot be anybody worse than Tinubu again. Okay, so me, I'm not even saying that. Oh, at Amaechi, oh, at Jonathan, oh, Rufai, Atiku, PO. The only thing I just want to know is if you are prepared for war. Okay, not the one where they will say, oh, we want to announce result at 4 a.m. No, we want to see it in the daytime. As you are announcing it, if you are just doing anyhow, we scatter the place. So please, my brother, let's talk about war. That's the only thing I know now. Because let's
But
adopt the style that
Idemudia, if you are
Oh yes.
disrupting an election and you are not doing it in favor of the establishment. That is when you will know that police actually knows how to do their job. Then go hold you deal with their. I hope you will be at the
That is
forefront of
what.
this snatching.
See, let me tell you something. Eh? Nigeria is not the see. There is one. See, do you know? After this Edo election, if you see the way I've been speaking, you know that they have hurt me badly. They hurt me badly. Imagine
This one will
they
hold you.
used to village. They used to village that don't have up to 10,000 people to announce a governor in my state, and you expect me to be happy? So now my my adoption process going on. I want to be on a space where they are talking about okay, if the result is not going in the favor of opposition, let's scatter that place. That is what I want to be hearing. That was how my candidate in Edo State was saying, "Oh, don't worry, we are going to go to tribunal." Now, look at the way they are moving us from one court to the other. No, I don't want to do that one. No, 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 no. I want to adopt MC Oluomo plus Tinubu style. Power is not served a la carte. You grab it and run with it. That is the style I want to adopt now.
Oh,
I
and
want
then
to
some of them
adopt the one
go shoot
Shakarao.
you for back. Hey, they with their. Hey,
Now,
and by
you
the
know,
way,
yeah, wait, yeah, they talk.
I
I
mean,
say, like, now that, yes,
yeah, I'm sorry. So the thing is, even now we can't really speak on that here because we don't even know who is coming where they are going to be, and all of that. It is when the path is now clear, you know, we know where everyone stands. That's when you can now start. I feel, in my own opinion, you can now start speaking hard. But for now, we don't even know. For instance, now, do you know the party Peter Obi will come out from? We don't know. Even the
see,
other guys
you
in the
still
other
don't
coalition.
understand.
No, my point. Hold on. Even if I'm not necessarily agreeing with you, I'm only saying that the time you start hearing people speak like this more would be when everything done set. We know where everybody stands, and then you can start speaking tough. But for now, you just I don't know.
You still don't
They are laying
understand.
foundation, I
So
guess.
you see, I think, what's his name? Yakubu Musa Mahmood. His tenure will be ending either this year or next year. And Tinubu is going to bring an Egbe wager that will head INEC. That is why I say, look, all this one way una they speak big English. Una come dey I just they see former vice president that day. He just they construct the English. I just they laugh. See, let's adopt Shakarao style, like the way they did, like Shakarao became governor in Kano. Let's adopt the way Yenso Wike came back to second term in office. Let's adopt Tinubu style of grab it and run with it. Let's adopt the way Agberos in Lagos Motor Park do their power takeover. Okay? If you listen to what INEC chairman was saying in the was he at the Senate committee, something. I was disappointed. Meaning, look, you can win an election, yeah, eh? But because the candidate you are running against have an upper hand in Asuro, they will declare that candidate. This is the first time two villages in Edo State will determine who become the governor of Edo State. And my town was not among. And you expect me to be happy? So please, it's gbas for gbas now. Me, I don't want to hear English anymore. Please. The only thing I want to be hearing is we are recruiting people who will stand on that day to defend INEC trouble or Wahala. APC must go should be the code. I want to be seeing it in all spaces. APC must go in 2027, whether by hook or by crook. Leave all this English one they speak. I don't tire.
Well, I'm quite excited about the last submission. It makes a whole lot of sense, and
the realization of ourselves, come to the situation of the country. When we started this conversation, we started on a very good note, and then we are ending on a very good note. And in all the submissions and discussions and deliberation, I have just 5 good points to summarize briefly. One, the coalition we are talking about, as listed as in the topic, with this character, will end up being anti-people coalition. I'm not a prophet of doom, but we should wait for that. 2, the best coalition at all, which I believe any candidate who loves the people, the Nigerian people, and pity the plight and conditions and situations of the Nigerian people, and is so consigned and is sincere, is patriotic, has humanity in him or her, will go for the coalition with the people. And when you are in coalition with the Nigerian people, you will definitely win. And I would advise any candidate to go towards that direction. 3, I would advise PO to rethink his direction and look at having a discussion with Shore and having a coalition in terms of defense, in terms of revolutionary actions, in terms of resistance actions, because it's going to be very violent. It's going to be, it will be more double than what you see in 2023 election. Edo experience will be doubled in the 2027 election. And we should note that one of the characteristics of obedience is we could speak big English, insult people, stay in our AC rooms and speak big grammar, call people mad. Nobody who is a reasonable person in Nigeria of today won't be mad with the Nigerian situation. So a young lady can just sit down in a room in the AC hotel room and be speaking rubbish and insulting people. Number 4, we have to start making programs with civil societies, with activists, with opposition, and start rallies and protests and publicity to look for how we can strengthen the electoral processes, removing the corrupt element and putting a clear signal that if the election doesn't go the people's way, then there will be consequences. That will really speak volume to the system in place, the institution. The institution is flawed. We also have to let the judiciary know that enough is enough. And number 5, I will most humbly challenge the obedient people to come with their anti-people's policy, and the revolutionary, the AAC, will come with their people's policy, and we'll have a debate and discussion about this. You removing fuel subsidies anti-people, you not fighting corruption 100% is anti-people, and you dining or romancing with people that have contributed to the destruction of this country is anti-people. The people don't accept that. The average Nigerian don't accept that. Nigerians are dying for palliative and rice. Nigerians are dying every day on the road. So protesting or coming out is not something that you say that you don't want Nigerians to die. It means you are not thinking about the Nigerian people. And as far as I'm concerned, the best candidate for 2027 election, which Nigerian people should support and liaise and move around with in their numbers, is Showore. Because when you vote for him, you'll be able to see how he will defend his votes, and you will see it. In fact, they'll be scared. They have made it very well that the first day he steps in to be president, most of them that are corrupt will run away and leave this country, but they won't run. We'll hold all of them accountable. So, I would like Peter Obi to immediately, maybe people that are advising him, are behind him, are supporting him, to discuss with their principal, to immediately retrieve his step back from this coalition. It won't be a good one. He will not have a say in this coalition, and if at all he goes into this coalition, it will be anti-people. And if it's for the people, I think he should step up from that coalition, because the characters and elements in this committee of coalition, or this whatever we are assuming, they are people that have contributed to the destruction of this country. Deji, thank you very much. I hope to converse with you more. You are doing a very great job. I appreciate your effort and time and commitment to national development.
Thank you. Great
job. Great job.
All right.
My Wahala brother, no day for fence. So you the day for fence. You never talk where you
I'm
do.
with Toby. Are you
Come
happy?
down from
I'm with Toby. All right.
You are with Toby. You don't get mine now. You don't get mine.
You
do
said I
matter.
should
Say
come
one
down
go fight,
from
one protest.
the
You
fence
don't
and I
protest. You
jumped
don't get.
down. You said I should come down and I jumped down.
You don't
Why
get
are
mine.
you still stressing me? All right. So
Now so they beat you for 2023. You don't get my protest.
All right. So thank you very much. Like you said, guys, see, it's free, it's a free world. For those who are happy with going for uh Showore, please by all means, see engineer, enter his DM, and he will direct you to the right quarters. But for the other guys who are, more or less inclined with this coalition, that we are speaking about, I think the question here is how and when it's going to happen. Personally, if you ask me, I think it should happen like now. Everyone should understand where we are going in like before the end of this first quarter. To be honest, so that we can all align. Because by the time it happens, some people will not be happy, right? So we should know, so that it not be saying fight. It go they fight by close to election. So let us know where we are going now quickly, so that everybody can adjust in time. And if it's going to be a new political party, it means that we need to do a lot more work. But if it's one of the existing ones, which one is it? Which one is it that the hands of this current dispensation has not touched? Because according to El Rufai, opposition political parties are being targeted for destruction. Let me just, as we round up, let's listen to that part of his conversation.
Thing in the last 2 years. The PDP, which is one of the largest and perhaps the oldest political party in this republic, is clearly targeted for destruction. It's a matter of time. There are internal mercenaries in the PDP that have been hired, paid, or otherwise motivated to destroy the party. So the party is on its way to the grave. Do you?
Sorry, guys, I'm watching it on YouTube. Just hold on. What is this compulsive need of Nigerians to be clapping? Somebody just said PDP is targeted for attack, and they are clapping. I don't understand. Anyway, let's just go.
Okay? And it's most unfortunate because His Excellency, the former Vice President, was explaining how politicians came together, essentially, put aside their differences to drive away the military. Most of these politicians ended up in the PDP. So the PDP actually represented the best of our politicians that fought for restoration of democracy. Forget those that make the most noise, but ran away from the country. Those that went to prison, those that were detained, all ended up in the PDP. Those were the real politicians that faced the military. But today, none of the founding fathers of the PDP can recognize it. Labour Party, again, targeted for destruction. And it's almost certain. The last time I had a conversation with Peter Obi himself, he admitted to me that he doesn't know what is happening in the party that he contested for president. So there seems to be a project to destroy all the opposition political parties.
So let me just stop it there. So you get what I mean. So if we go by what he's saying, right? The question is, if it's an existing political party, based on what he's saying, does it not mean that there's probably some hidden hand waiting for the arrival of whoever wants to come and use that platform? And you can argue that there are a few other parties that are still kind of independent, but we don't know yet. We don't know. Let's not forget, during the last elections, one of the reasons that LP was chosen, according to PO, was that he looked across board. He saw, the issues that plagued each of those other parties, and he felt, Labour parties is still more in line with, the labor movement, the people, and it felt like the troubles there wasn't that big. But is it not possible that by the time they find any other party, for some reason, you just start seeing trouble from nowhere? But we don't know yet, right? So there's so many questions to answer. So after the political parties issue, then it's also a matter of the permutations now. Would he go to the north or the south? Will somebody decide and promise and swear on all the religious books, and even some traditional deities that he's going to do for them? And is that going to, can we take their word for it? And who is going to be making those sort of promises? Would it be Atiku, PO, or any other person? And we've heard so many diverse views. Some people are even saying GEJ is the next big thing right now. Even though others consider him as not too ambitious, others consider him as too nonchalant about the issues of the country. But some people still feel like, yes, that is expected at this current time. By the time election draws closer, people will definitely visit him and encourage him to join a coalition. And they are of the opinion that GJ poses a much more, likely ticket for a coalition that might defeat Tinubu, simply because of the other considerations. He's from the southern region. He only has just 4 years to do, and he seems to have some sort of pedigree, in the Nigerian political space, and the Northerners would draw to him, right? This is their own side of it. On the other end, other people have also said GEJ for where he isn't really the man you think he is. He does not even have enough clout to win Tinubu, and also, have you forgotten the factor of Obi in all of this? So are you suggesting that GEJ would simply just sweep away the political base of Obi? So the questions keep piling up, and these guys keep doing their meetings in the dead of the night. But I thought this particular democracy summit was actually very interesting. You should take your time to listen to these guys. And after all was said and done, Amaechi only came out to say, all of you are just talking, clapping. Will you defend the votes? Because that is the most important thing. It is when the establishment see that you are ready to die there, the way decency was speaking, maybe they would let you win, right? So many considerations, and this is not going to be the end of the conversation, guys. So thank you guys for joining the space. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying put. I don't know, Michael Coast, what do you want to say? My co-host don't sleep, Jesus. All right. All right, guys. Big shout out to all the speakers that have come up here. Ima, Kolade, non-conformist, um, engineer, everyone. Think right. Suya, I see you. All right. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, thank you very much. I will be ending this space in the next